Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you for being with me again today. Germany is, how should I put it, escalating, getting more involved, might be considered an active participant in the war. All these things could fit the description of what Germany, the state of Germany, the country of Germany is doing by through its leaders. So let's go and see. We have, Germany who imposed some sanctions on Russia due to the war in Ukraine. Felt compelled to do so by I don't know exactly what. If it was moral indignation or it was order from across the Atlantic, both of them could qualify, could be valid points. The fact is that Germany was on and off, like, oh, should we do this? Should we not do this? Should we do this? What are we going to do with our industry, economy? It's going to be bad. Nevertheless, they did it. So what they did is limit their imports of oil, gas from Russia. And yes, they will pay with rubles for the Russian gas eventually because the Russians are not kidding. Look at their consistency in I say this and I do what I said. And these guys are not learning, or they don't want to learn because probably they want to escalate, escalate or maintain a proper flow of advantages that they can take from this war. So we have a Business Insider article here from April 26, 2022 by John Haltwanger. Haltiwagner. Haltiwanger. Okay, finally got it. And the title is Germany is sending 50 tanks to Ukraine to fight Russia and will train Ukrainian troops on German soil. That's the first step. Because if you see, things escalated from words to maybe we're going not to buy gas from you anymore. Then they closed the pipeline, the Nord Stream 1, I think Nord Stream 2. I don't know if they're both closed or not, but I know definitely the Nord Stream 2 it is. And then they started sending helmets to Ukraine, and it's starting money and this and that. And now we find they want to send some ammunition, and then now they send tanks. They send tanks, and they will train. No, 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 no Germans on the Ukraine territory. Now we're gonna have trainers, trainers of Ukrainian soldiers in Germany from now. So what's the next step? Advisors and trainers in Ukraine if they get that point, if the Russians don't finish the whole thing in the meantime. But nevertheless, how would you consider a country that does this to you, when you're at war with another neighbor and you have another neighbor supplying your neighbor of deadly weapons and training? Is that country neutral? Is your neighbor neutral? Obviously, the neighbor supports that your neighbors that you're fighting with supports that neighbor's effort to kill you, regardless if you attacked or not. It's not about that. Let's say I attacked a neighbor, but the other neighbor is helping him. It doesn't change the fact that that guy is helping him to kill me, regardless if it's I invaded or he invaded or Jesus Christ came and said this or that. Doesn't matter. The fact is that country who helps my enemy to kill me, regardless of whatever I did or not, I perceived it as an enemy to me. Objectively, we can say, yeah, you're the aggressor. They're entitled. Well, if they want to help, what are they gonna do? You can call them. They take risks. Well, the risk is that they're gonna get in a maybe something else than just sanctions with Russia and oil and gas thing. So Germany announced it is sending 50 anti-aircraft tanks to Ukraine. This will make the first time Berlin has provided Kiev with heavy weapons, and it's going to escalate. But that's not escalation. I think it's something called. I think this is called de-escalation. Actually, I mean we have to keep in mind we use the same terminology as Orwell used in his novel 1984, which, yeah, so it doesn't send actually, this is for peace purposes, the tanks. They want to secure the peace in Ukraine. This will mark the first time Berlin has provided Kiev with heavy weapons. Yes, Russia's unprovoked invasion has prompted historic policy shifts across the West. Well, then the citizens will gonna get it because our rights will be a little bit infringed because of this. You see, as the bad dude over there, we need to take care of you and keep you safe. So you have to accept these little things you can't do anymore because you see, it's Russia right there. Oh, there you have it. Germany on Tuesday said it will train Ukrainian troops on German soil and send Kiev 50 Gepard anti-aircraft tanks, making a significant policy shift for Berlin. Yeah, that's good. That's after the U.S. hosted the defense conference on Ukraine at Ramstein Air Base in Germany. Well, it says here per Deutsche Welle, Germany was working together with the American friends that occupy our country since 1945. Yes, that's good, and they helped you write your constitution. That's great. And you know what? They helped you write your constitution, but you know what? They forgot to put in your constitution, Germany, the right to bear and carry guns. You know what I mean? No. Own and bear. No. They didn't put that in your constitution. What does that tell you? Your friends, and they have territory armies. What they used to have about 70,000 active troops over there. Are they still there? Huh? Or they're now only 30,000 or something? Your friend, my. All right, our American friends in training Ukrainian troops on artillery systems on German soil. Yeah, okay. Maybe we're going to see some raindrops coming from the east. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin applauded Germany. Yes, Germany, you're doing a good job. You know how you pet a little dog, a chihuahua or something. Yes, Johnny, you did a good job. Yeah. Now here, take this bone. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. Germany, United States. If if there were any doubts about who's who and what's what, uh, applauded Germany a significant decision to send tanks, stating those systems will provide real capability for Ukraine. BBC News. Yes, but U.S. is 6,000 miles away, and Germany is about 3,000 miles or 2,000 miles away from the conflict. So you know what I mean? I can really help you, and soon it's going to be the Americans as well. I don't know what's going to be, but it looks like. So Berlin has increased pressure to offer more sustainable, substantial military support to Kiev. Yeah, all right. What can you say? I said, and this is German Chancellor Olaf Scholz, who is a very, very mediocre individual, but he's the Chancellor of Germany. Can you believe that? Well, there were some others before him. So it says, I said very early on that we must do everything possible to avoid a direct military confrontation between NATO and a highly armed superpower like Russia, a nuclear power. I'm doing everything I can do to prevent an escalation. I'm doing everything I can to prevent an escalation. They would start the World War III, blah, blah, blah. How? By sending those guys 50 tanks and training their people, their army on your territory? You do everything so you prevent an escalation? Yes, you know why? Because in this guy's mind, or at least double speak, if they send arms over there or they help the Ukrainians, that's not escalation. Even if they send atomic bombs to Ukraine, that's not going to be considered an escalation. But if the Russians send a few, I don't know, birds and cockroaches to Ukraine, definitely an escalation right there. I mean, why don't you call things as they are? Don't be dishonest. Call it, yeah, we're going to escalate and we try to push the Russians until they will push some buttons, and then we're going to be too late. Why don't we say that? And besides Germany, because you're helping that, I got to tell you that you also have to do something very, very interesting. Another article here, it says that you will be asked, Germans to decrease your use of gas. So drive your cars less. So German ADAC Auto Club asks citizens to drive less to cut Russian imports. Yeah, that's from April 27, 2022 by republicworld.com. Yes, Germany influential ADAC Auto Club is calling on its 21 million members to help reduce the country's oil imports from Russia by driving less and taking their foot off the gas while possible. Oh my God! So there you go. There you go. I told you it's gonna go. It's gonna go like this. So Wednesday, the club's leadership said that driving more slowly and anticipating stops were among the consumption by up to 20%. So yes, Germans, don't drive the way you feel like because you're not free. No, you drive the way they tell you because you have to help with their efforts to help that country. What's his name? Oh yeah, Ukraine. Yes, okay. So yeah, you're gonna do that. And besides, eat less, drink less, use less sausages and beer, and watch television less because that's electricity, and that might come from Russia as well. And you know, when you use those, you burn those sausages on your grills, it's coal or it's gas that comes from Russia, I think, or maybe. So please, 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 the industry, take it easy. Don't use the energies from Russia's. Calm down. Lose the competition with American automakers and other industries because you're helping Ukraine. Yes, yes, that's good. And kids, why don't you start walking to school? Don't use buses or anything else because that's gas. Russia. Great times for you, Germany. And while you are um, infringe some more free speech over there, so you can't say certain things or even question certain things, if you know what I mean. So you can't say that, you can't have an alternate opinion on Putin or on Russia. So make it illegal and go to prison about what, 5 or 6 years for this kind of speech, if you know what I mean. Some of you might. All right, so think about that. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. See ya.